We move on to match day 2 of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League as action kicks off Friday the 7th at the Hart Stadium, where the Miracle Boys Yada host Bulawayo's Chicken Inn. Yada were 1-0 losers on the opening day of the new season when they lost to Manica Diamonds, whilst the Chicken Inn wasted chances galore at home to Pikita Minerals to share the spoils. Hence they visit Harare still looking for their first set of maximum points. Expect a well-fought contest as Yada seek to redeem themselves from the false start on match day 1, whilst the Chicken Inn prove they have corrected their mistakes of the first day and are ready to cruise to their first victory. In Gweru at Ascot Stadium, two sides that began the season with losses lock horns to redeem themselves as host Telwana move to make amends for their 2-1 loss to Herentals. The same should be true for Triangle, who had done well to hold Scotland till a last-minute blunder condemned the Sugar Boys to a painful defeat. None of the two teams can afford a second loss in a row that could dampen their early season spirit. Former champions Ngezi return to their favourite Baobab Stadium where they host Green Fuel. Both teams are still looking for their first win of the season after they played out similar 1-1 draws in their opening assignments last weekend. The heavy pitch of the Baobab should work in favour of the hosts, and at the end of it all, it may come down to how early the visitors adjust to the conditions before damage is done. At Sakova Stadium in Mutare, Pikita Minerals, who fought for a point away to Chicken Inn last weekend, welcome Moz, seeking to bring to a halt Moz winning start that saw them edge Highlanders in their first game. Moz capitalized on a blunder by Highlanders keeper Rafael PTC. By contrast, Pikita keeper Tawanda Dendera had a good game to earn the Miners a point against the Gamecocks, and Moz shouldn't expect much favours from the impressive Dendera. You can bet your last dollar, be it at Moz, the visitors this time will have to work for their goals, unlike the gift they got from PTC. In Zishavane, another blockbuster is on the cards when FC Platinum take on Manica Diamonds, with a lot to settle for the two teams that always entertain whenever they clash. Platinum coach Norman Mapeza emphasized the need to utilize home advantage if they were to contend for the title come end of the season.
We don't want to drop maximum points here. We don't want to drop maximum points at home, because if you look at how the league is at the moment, it's all about those games we are playing at home. If they're going to maximize on their home advantages, then definitely they'll have a say in the league championship. So it's the same thing with us. We need to maximize on home advantage. We don't want to drop especially maximum points at home.
Mapeza's counterpart, Jairos Tapera, said they were well prepared for this Shavane game as Manica looked to make it 2 starting wins following last weekend's 1-0 victory over Yada.
We saw them play the last time they played against Zimbwa. We've got some analysts who also feed us with a lot of information about how they operate, and us basically we then have to do a lot of movements in conjunction with what they are going to do.
At Nyamunga Stadium, ZPC Kariba are home to Simbabora, and the visitors will have to work extra hard to chalk an away win against a side that always makes it difficult for opponents to score, if not win. Kariba started the season the way they dominated the last, with a scoreless away draw to Dynamos. However, their coach Newton Town says this year they have gone a gear up and they have sharpened their strike force so much that more than just defend, they also score. Beware Simbabora. The Harare derby between students Herentals and traditional giants Dynamos winds up the Saturday action, with Dynamos hoping to collect their first set of maximum points following their opening draw against ZPC Kariba. Herentals have made steady progress under coach Celestine Paul Benza, and a win over Dynamos would confirm his growing status on the technical bench. Herentals are top of the standings after round 1 of the league games, but Benza says that's just academic.
Anything can happen when the season progresses, so we're not reading anything into the positions of the log at the moment. All we were just going to do is to try and fight every game as it comes and collect as many points as we were able to do.
Dynamos would want to get their season going by a winner that would boost their confidence and belief following last weekend's draw. Another stalemate may just leave things complicated for Dimbare, not to mention a loss. The Harare Giants know they are the big team. They should be the ones teaching the students, and that by posting a win over Herentals. For Dynamos to lose could be a case of the scholar teaching the teacher. We shall see the results of that test after Saturday at Rufaro.
Yeah, Dynamos culture is known about winning, so I'm sure everyone who comes to Dynamos is aware of the pressure and what is expected. But football is a process, so I'm sure we are doing our best to get back to those winning days.
On Sunday, it would appear the match of the day, if not the weekend, that takes place at Rufaro Stadium, where New Boys, Scotland and Cape United lock horns. Scotland began their account in the top league with a 1-0 victory over Triangle, and their coach Tondera Indiraya just can't wait to take on Caps as he looks to guide his star-studded side to 2 wins in a row in their first season in the top flight. That would indeed sound like the Scotland that everyone anticipated before the beginning of the season.
So we are looking forward to the next game against Cape United. Yes, Cape United is a big team with a huge history. But we are taking it step by step. This is our second match in the league, and we are so excited to play that match. We saw some positives in our last match, and we hope to take those positives into this coming game.
On the other hand, Cape United fought gallantly away to Greenfield last weekend to snatch an away point. With Scotland's array of stars in their lineup, it works both ways as the talent in their team can turn matches in Scotland's favour at any stage of the game. Yet the pressure to deliver could work adversely to Scotland's demise, and Cape United will certainly want to take advantage. It's a big game in Trufaro, one not to miss, and Sunday just feels like taking forever to arrive. The curtain comes down on match day 2 at Barberfield Stadium when Highlanders return to their favourite turf to hunt for their first points following last weekend's 1-0 loss to newcomers Moors. Thanks to the local council, the Barberfield turf is as lush as it ever gets, and Boso just can't wait to take on another newcomer, Kwekwe United, who began life in the Premier League with a draw against Ngezi. Utility right back Andrew Ndeba said it felt great to be returning to their favourite venue.
Yeah, you know, Barberfield, it's good to be back at home. Plus, they say, oh, what we are trying to do is to make Barberfield a fortress, like to fill up again Barberfield. So yeah, it's good to play at Barberfield. It's a playable ground. So yeah, it's good to be back at home.
A great week of football ahead of us. Perhaps the pick of the round, a toss between FC Platinum against Manica and the Harare Derby pitting Cape United versus Scotland. The Tel 1 triangle tie, also a potential cracker on a weekend that should serve as an indicator of things to come in season 2025. Ahead of match day 2 of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League, I'm Thandazani Zimbwa.